Good evening, everyone. Phil here, and welcome to the Daily Wrap for what was Thursday, the 19th of January, 2023, my first day back from break, and an exciting streaming day, to say the least. So let's talk a little bit about what went down today. First of all, the Level 1 podcast this morning was interesting, talking about my day off as usual, but actually today we covered a variety of gaming topics. Finally, some gaming news, and it was pertinent that I could cover it actually on my day coming back from break. We had a good discussion about all the news that came up, so it was actually a good day in that regard to cover current events. Had some fun Q&A and all kinds of stuff going on there. So all in all, a pretty solid Level 1 podcast and a great return to streaming today. The first gameplay stream today was the continuation of Piece Odyssey. Now, I'm starting to get a little confused. Let me explain why. First of all, I like the game. Piece Odyssey, turn-based JRPG, classic style gameplay like I like, with some, interesting twists and uniqueness to the game engine for this particular game. I like that it's the One Piece characters. I like the art style. I like the character design. I like the enemy design. Like, everything's good. But I got a question, okay? Currently, I am about 11 hours into my playthrough of this game, okay? Now, it's a JRPG. We know that JRPGs are pretty lengthy. So far, all right, I've only been in one major area. The introduction to the game is around 2 hours long. So I've been in this area, Alabasta, by the way. For those who know One Piece, you'll know what that is. For about 9 hours. I haven't gone out of my way to do too much side content. I did a little bit of optional exploring, but not overall that much. Even the bounty missions in this game take like an extra 5 minutes each. Going a little bit off the direct linear path to go looking for a little bit of optional items here or there. Another, a couple minutes here or there. Maybe in the entirety of this playthrough, I've done maybe a half an hour to maybe 45 minutes of optional content, okay? So we're 11 hours in, and I'm still in the first major area of Alabasta. Now, we just came out of, or we're coming out of a cave, and I guess we're going to hopefully emerge. They said once you come out of this cave, you're basically then where you need to be, which is supposed to be this base that you're supposed to invade. It's supposed to be like a casino, and I guess that's going to lead up to a bunch of fights and probably a big boss fight, and maybe that will be the end of the first part of the game. But here's what confuses me about that, all right? We're 11 hours into the game. I was told the story of this game is only 30 hours long. And then if you want to do optional exploration and content and super bosses and things later, you could play it for up to roughly 50 hours, which is great. Maybe I'll do that. But what I'm confused about is I'm already 11 hours in. Next stream, it looks like I'm poised to beat Alabasta. Are you telling me I'm going to be halfway through the game and we're only beating the first area? Something's fishy here. There's definitely something fishy here. It's one of two things. It's either basically the game actually is short, meaning maybe there's only 2-3 locations in the whole game, which would be insanely surprising for an RPG if that were the case. I really don't see that. Or the people who are estimating the length of this game, I'm sorry, but I've had enough of this nonsensical crap when it comes to people who play the game early, because that's where we got this information from. People who played the game early before it was officially released last week. People who played it and, I guess if you rush through it and you don't read any of the dialogue and you mash the button through every cutscene and you're turboing from point A to point B where you absolutely know where you need to go and you're rushing through, it's 30 hours long. I just don't get it. How could it be that next time around I'm going to do another major stream of this game, 14 hours of gameplay, and we'll likely just be finishing the first area if the game is really 30 hours long? That doesn't make any sense at all to me. So if you know the answer, by all means, please leave a comment on this video and explain where this discrepancy is happening. By the way, I'm in no hurry to finish One Piece Odyssey. I don't care if the game's longer than 30 hours. I'm just saying this is what I was told, and it seems like it's a bunch of crap. Again, these people who get the game early are irresponsible. They don't review them properly, and they give you this inaccurate idea of information about a game that makes you so you can't really plan anything, right? And again, it's not a big deal, but I like the game enough that I can't wait to play it more and play it at length. But it is frustrating when people are now, here we are, 3 major streams into the game, and there was the demo stream. And people are like, wait a minute, you played this game 12 hours and you're still in the desert. Like, you're still in the beginning. Like, yeah, I don't know what to tell you. It's not like I've been dicking around. Everything's story development and or, combat. And, I don't know what else to say about it, Anyway, was great. Support for a One Piece stream was pretty good. We actually did hit, one of the tip skulls. Actually got a few new members. Super chats, everything was all right. No complaints about One Piece. I had a good time with it, okay? tonight's late stream was Warzone. Now, tonight's Warzone stream was very, very, very interesting because we had more attention on the stream than usual because the few days ago when I played it last, I did terribly. I didn't even make anywhere near a top 10 placing, which is my goal every time that I play. I didn't make any bounties. I hit nothing. Basically, it was a very bad night for me. Even though, I'll be honest, people were very supportive regardless. I think I still had hit the tier 1 tips goal last time around, despite the fact that I had a poor performance. So tonight, really what I wanted to do was redeem myself. I wanted to work as hard as I could and hope for good luck. You know, let me get the good drops. Let me get the good placements. Let me get the good, let me get good connections in the firefights and all that. And, I'll say, for the most part, that's exactly what happened tonight. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight was one of my best Warzone streams ever. So if you missed it, you're missing out. Check out the videos when they go live overnight. I think tonight was the best placings I've ever had overall. I'm not going to spoil, because I know a lot of people are wondering, Gee, if he'll get his second win or not. I'm not going to spoil it. All I will say is overall, if you look at my overall placings, the best overall placings, that I've had in one night, and the most kills I've ever had. I almost said deaths. The most kills I've ever had. And the thing is, I played very few matches. Hint, hint. If that's not enough of a hint to let you know how I did tonight, I played very few matches. I think I most I played 5, but I think I might have only played 4. And I got a ton of kills. One match was a crazy kill streak. It was just like, wow, wiping them out. So, give the videos a look. Let me know what you think. I feel like every time I play this game, I'm getting better and better. I even have an idea for an interesting YouTube short that I could do, but I need the videos to process overnight and everything before I can make a short out of anything, so we'll see. But let me know your thoughts. If you like those videos, please by all means like them, leave comments on them. If you could support them in other ways, maybe super chats, super thanks, or maybe leaving a tip by looking at the description of the video, it would all be appreciated. So wait a minute, you might be saying, well, wait a minute, Phil, so how did the stream do overall then, this Warzone stream? If you did really well, then you must have hit bounties or whatever. Well, you're right, and you're right, but there's a caveat to that. First of all, engagement was absolutely great. We had high attendance, high number of likes, and super chats were really good. In fact, someone even gifted a member bomb, and now we're like 518 members. So we gained in one day like 17, 18 members on the channel, which gives us great momentum to try to hit the members goal by the end of this streaming week. So everything was great. Tips, well, a few people tipped before I'd even played, all right, which was nice. And then, based on tonight's performance, if everyone who had laid out a bounty for me, went through with that bounty, no exaggeration, it probably would have been the best Warzone night I've ever had. The problem is, what's happening now is you got people coming in the stream who are full of shit, and it's happening every time now. So what I'm noticing is someone will come in, it's a name who's not a member, a name that's a brand new account, don't know who they are, never heard of them before. Oh, if you make top 10, I'll do a bounty or whatever. And it's getting sad now because at this point now it's been 3 streams in a row, and I've noticed these last 2 streams, someone who's very, oh yeah, I'm going to do it, and then they don't, they just disappear. So the funny part about it was there was one person who had said, if you get more than 10 kills, I'm going to give you a bounty, and also if you make top 10. So I did both of those things, and this person literally said, yes, I know I owe you this and this in the chat, and disappeared and never came back. Completely dishonest. Here's the thing about bounties, because some people are like, why don't you have a bounties leaderboard? And why don't you do this and that? There's absolutely nothing I can do to hold anyone accountable for bounties. Okay? I can't. There's no legal contract between me and the person. It's basically a way to say, hey, listen, I like your content. Let's challenge you to do well. And if you do well, let's reward you. Let's keep that momentum going. I'm thankful that you entertained me. Here you go. That's all it's supposed to be. It's not an actual, I did this, and now I did. It's not sports betting and shit like that. You guys got to understand that. It's not betting at all. It's not really gambling or wagering. It's if people feel like doing a contribution as a way of saying, hey, thanks for an entertaining night and a great performance tonight, then they do it. And if not, they don't. So I don't have any recourse against people who come to the stream and are completely dishonest, and they're full of it, and they say they're going to do this, and and then it doesn't happen. There's just nothing, absolutely nothing I can do about it besides say, what could you do? So here's the funny part, okay? Super chats were great tonight. Tips-wise, I literally made exactly the same amount of tips tonight as I did on Monday when I hit 0 bounties. I'm not kidding. It was basically the same. So you got to wonder, is it going to be like this from now on? Do I kind of know the baseline performance I'm going to get on a Warzone stream? Because it seems like you're going to have people who are going to be dishonest, right? Now, admittedly, there was someone who's a regular who actually, they were anonymous, and they said, I'm gonna give you a bounty tonight. and I hit it, and then they said, actually, something happens. I can't do it right now. I'm going to do it tomorrow. I promise. And this is someone who has been very good and has supported the channel, so I'm not upset about that whatsoever. I really do believe this person will, live up to their word come tomorrow. I believe them. Maybe it was just something that happened or they couldn't do it tonight for whatever reason, in which case that will count towards what I did tonight, and it'll help a lot, all right? But it is unfortunate that we had a few very dishonest people who are coming in and saying things and then being nasty about it. So it's this simple. From now on, I'm not going to trust anyone who's just a newcomer who I don't know, right? I'm not going to believe that. I'm not even going to shout it out. I'm really not. There's no point in trying to, get people all excited about something that's not going to happen, right? So it is what it is. I mean, like I said, in truth, there was probably 3 or 4 people who gave bounties that they did not live up to tonight. What are you going to do? I still had a great time. Viewership was great. Engagement was great. Super chats were great. Gifted memberships out the butt. How can I complain? It's not a complaint. It's just a fact. So some people are like, oh, how'd the bounties go? Well, that's how they went. A bunch of dishonest people lying. What can you do? I can't fix that, right? They're going to do what they're going to do. But I do hope this one person does come through. Who knows? Maybe more will. As of now, though, my best Warzone night yet. So I hope you'll watch the videos, okay? Guys, thank you. That is today. Now, tomorrow, we flip it. 2 completely different games. A level 1 podcast in the morning, followed by the Elder Scrolls 4 Oblivion, which I'm excited for. We've had a lot of fun with this game recently, and I can't wait for more. And then on the late stream, Signalis. All right? So we've got open world, Western RPG questing, and then we've got, with interaction and fun, by the way, and then we got a late night survival horror stream. So it's going to be a good day, all right? If you're wondering when's the next Warzone or when's the next One Piece, the answer is Saturday on both counts. It's going to be, more One Piece on the daytime stream and more Warzone on the late stream. But starting Sunday, we flip stuff. Signalis will now be daytime streams. Reason being, I'm going to try to beat Signalis before Dead Space Remake comes out 1 week from tomorrow. So if I start making daytime streams, there's a strong chance, about 8 to 10 hours of gameplay over this next week, I will beat the game before, the Dead Space Remake comes out. So that's what I'm going to be working towards, okay? All right, everyone. Thanks so very much. Enjoy the videos tonight. Have a good night. See you tomorrow for more variety and fun on the streams. Peace out, and I'll see you in the morning. Later.